This is Matt, and welcome to Frey On The Side. On this adventure, I am solo and I head north to take on the trail referred to as the 7-hour plane crash. The trail is mostly gravel on Forestry roads that starts in Crandon, Wisconsin and takes you to Kewena's famous High Rock Point. On this episode, my trip starts in Crandon, Wisconsin and ends in Houghton, Michigan, with plenty of more trail to explore on a future adventure. I am officially on the first Forestry road. Feels pretty good to be on gravel, so I'm excited to get this trail started. It's 7 o'clock at night. I'm going to see how far I can get and go from there. I think it's about 8:30 and I found camp for tonight. Oh man, it's gonna be good. Good morning. So last night I had a great night's sleep in my swag tent, so that was awesome. I woke up to the birds chirping and beautiful, calm day. Oh, and did I mention this campsite was pretty awesome? I have to say, people are pigs because it's disgusting, cigarette butts everywhere, but cleaned up a little bit, and this campsite was really awesome. Alright, so I just finished kind of the first leg. I've actually pulled up to Highway 2. And I'm gonna head east on Highway 2 and jump back on the trail, and I think I'm gonna cross the border here pretty quick to from Wisconsin to Michigan. So buckle up. And just like that, I am back on gravel. So that was pretty quick. And I actually made a mistake. I am in Michigan. I crossed the border, I think, on that previous trail. So up on Highway 2, which I believe is in Upper Michigan. So, but now I'm on the gravel road. I'm gonna keep plugging away and enjoy the scenery. I love like going through these gravel roads and have these like canopies of green over you. It's just such an awesome little drive. And I bet this is really good in the fall when the colors start changing. Oh, I bet it's phenomenal. So But yeah, so just gonna keep on plugging away.
Put your hand in my hand, darling, say go. Keep your eyes on the horizon, stay gold. All I need are your eyes, you're my arrow. Now we're running into the wild. I see the light. I feel alive. Put your head on my shoulder, you're safe now. When the rain comes, we'll head for the...
So I just stopped to grab my drone out of the sky, and I let like 3 or 4 mosquitoes in my Jeep, which is like, now I feel like for a mosquito it's like a smorgasbord or an all-you-can-eat buffet. So I've got my eye out for them. They're like, I'm trapped in here and they're trapped in here, and they're like, I'm gonna eat him alive. So I'm trying to watch for him. Anyways, back on the trail. So I just stopped at this campground, and this is really nice. They have like a sandy beach area, and then it's like super sandy beach walking in there. This is kind of the picnic area, and then a couple of these campsites are actually like right on the water, so I think you can probably book those. But yeah, it's really nice. I think this would be a great place to stop off on the trip. I think if you were to start on a fresh day from Crandon, it takes about 4 hours, I would think, to get here, give or take. I'd have to double check, but about 4 hours. So this would be like a good lunch spot. Take a break, maybe go for a swim, something like that. So potentially, if you want to make a longer trip out of it, you could stay here, you know, spend half a day here. So really nice campsite. So here's a couple of those campsites that are right on the water. So some of these guys actually have their boats kind of parked right in there. So, but for me, I'm gonna get a quick snack and get back on the road. So just north of that St. Catherine Lake, I believe it is, we'll say the legal road is closed for the time being anyways. I'll have to look in why. That might be the spot that got washed out, flooded out, but I think it'll be easy to go around and then jump back on the trail when there's an opportunity to. So, but that's a bummer when you get to that far and the road is closed. So I'm going to respect the signs and head that way. All right, so I had to take a pretty good sized detour. I'd say probably about 15 miles kind of around, and ended up in Sidna, and I figured I better get some gas. So I stopped at this like one pump station for like $4.50 a gallon. I only needed like, I don't know, it was only like 10 minutes, but still it was it was pretty expensive. So now I'm gonna be heading back, jumping on the trail, and leaving this town with my tail between my legs, paying $4 a gallon. Yeesh.
This road, it takes me home where skies are blue. I walk this road because I know it leads to you.
right, so I pulled off at Bob Lake, which I actually spent the night here when I was coming back from Core last year. A really nice campsite, and it's Friday morning, but I think, honestly, I don't think there's anyone in the campground, which is kind of crazy because it's a really nice campground, but no one's here. Anyways, as I was driving down the road to this lake, I got a call on the mic, just randomly calling up, "Hey, Frey's on the side, what's your status?" And it was Josh from Trail Build. So I knew he was gonna be riding the trail this morning, but totally coincidence that we ended up in the same space and were able to talk. So we pulled over and chatted for a little bit. They're gonna head up to right up to the quinoa right away. I'm going to actually have some lunch and enjoy the water and actually the peace and quiet that no one's here, and we'll kind of play it by ear. So I might have some sausage and some rice. All right, so for lunch I'm gonna cook up some of this rice-a-roni garlic and olive oil rice. It says tear and heat, and then some pre-cooked Johnsonville, these are New Orleans style andouille sausage, and we'll throw a couple of these in with some rice, have a quick lunch, and probably hit the trail again. Alright, so I finished up lunch, got back on the trail and headed farther north up to right around Mass City. In Mass City, there's a portion that you got to jump on some asphalt or highway, if you will, and drive through that. And then really at Mass City is where I've been on the trail before. I've gone kind of coming down from Core, I've crossed the huge trestle bridges, trestle bridges. Words are hard. You know, kind of went all the way up that trail, the Bill Nicholas Trail is what they call it. So anyways, I'm taking a shortcut. It's about 2 o'clock, 2:30, and I want some coffee. So I am now on the highway, and I am heading into Houghton, and I'm going to get some coffee. And I'm going to think about what I want to do for the rest of the day. So again, 2:30, I've got some time. I don't know if I'll continue up to Upper Michigan or if I'll just turn around and call it a day. So more to follow. All right, so I got my coffee from Camp. It's a place down here in downtown Houghton. It's a nice cafe, but this coffee, it's delicious. Man, so I've been without the grinder, my coffee grinder, trying to find a replacement, and I wasn't able to percolate coffee this morning, and it's been like haunting me all day, like I needed coffee. So it's now 3 o'clock and I'm finally getting my coffee. I'm actually going to call the trip a little bit short. Enjoy my cup of coffee. I'm going to head over by Todd with TC Teardrops. He has a place up in the area. I may or may not film some of that, but all in all, I'm enjoyed the trip, enjoyed the first half of 7 hours. That's what I meant to say.